And we're back. I really want to be glamorous for you guys, but day 2, the ditch is still running, so I'm running around with hoses. I got to check the water, the height of the water, the pump, everything. So I'll be doing that in between making videos about pens and stuff. Pens. Pens. It's really my favorite thing. I love talking to artists about their pens. I love looking at what kind of pens other artists love. I mean, I almost always go back to just a big pen for drawing, but nevertheless, I collect all this stuff. So I wanted to go through some of these pens that I've collected and don't use, because I feel like, when I made this class in 2010, I certainly had a way of working then that's not the same way that I work now. I mean, that's 12, 13, something, 15 years ago. So I wanted to go through the pens that I have now. Oh yeah, and in that supply list, that's still relevant. If somebody wants to, if you guys want to work that way and try that out, please do. But there's so many other ways to work and so many different pens and different ways to draw. Wet on wet, dry on wet, dry on dry, etc., etc. Okay, so different little pen bags we're going to look at. These little ones that I keep in my truck. My pink box here. My marker box here. I also have these boxes in my studio that I have, different pens and pen sets in. There's this cool tray. He's kind of messed up right now. But, it's, like these calligraphy pens and inks and stuff that I have in here, cool stuff. Again, I never use any of this stuff. I have so much cool stuff that I've collected. Some of it's vintage, and I don't know. I just always fall back to my same old routine. So I am excited about this class because I'm hoping to break that up. I also have this other drawer that goes into, I don't know if it had for cassettes or something, but it was a drawer and something else. And so this is sort of a lot of my black pens that I collected and then decided I'm going back to this. But I have these, and I may test these out a little bit just to practice with them again and see if there's something that I like or a different way that I can use them and engage with some of my materials here. Yeah, it's been a lifetime of collecting stuff, and don't you feel like you'd like to use it up, or at least use it a little bit? Because by the time I get to some of these things, the ink is already dry. But whatever, I like these old bottles and stuff, and I keep them, I collect them. Okay, so we're gonna go through some of these boxes, and I'll lay out some of the pens so we can see. Not exactly test them out, but you can see a little closer the brand, etc. Okay, we're gonna start with the little kitty box, little kitty bag. All right, I have no idea what's all in here. Lots of stuff. Looks like. Oh my gosh, look at all this shit. Okay, I didn't even know this was in here. I was missing some stuff from one of my other boxes, and I see that some of this stuff is in here, so I really need to go through it. Okay, okay, this is good. Little ruler. That's nice to have if you need it. I do like my Marvy markers. I've had these since I was little. Not these, but I used to use these when I was a kid. They just have one tip. I think they're water soluble. Okay, I didn't know this was in here, but that's good. I don't use those Sharpie poster paint markers anymore. I don't know why. Maybe I should try them again, but I use, for the white, I use the Molotov, and they're really great. You shake them up, and then you kind of pop the top to get it going. Good, there's still some paint in here, and then you can draw or write with it. They have different sizes, different thicknesses. What I learned though when I use these on my paintings is that they bleed when I added my varnish, which was really a bummer, especially with the black, because then I had to strip everything and start over. So these are fine in my journals and sketchbooks, but I don't use these as much anymore. I'm really more of a Posca girl. That's my new guy. Okay, what's this? This is a Le Pen, Marvy Le Pen. I don't know. Red. I always like red. I guess I like that it's skinny. So that's nice. You know, some of these Tombos, so they're a brush marker at the top and then a fine point on the other side. And I think I got a bunch of these in gray, so I wanted to experiment with that, especially since I pretty much just use my Bic pen. So I've got some cool grays and some warmer grays. Just want to, I guess, experiment a little bit with shadow and shading, but I never did that. I guess this, maybe giving me a different color option. You know, it's hard to know what I think of when I start these things. Okay, this is good. A nice little fine brush here. I could use this with ink or paint. I got a brown pencil in here. I guess, you know, thinking of earth colors and stuff. That's good. That's nice. And I like, who is this? Oh, this says General Pencil Company, but I usually like my Prismacolors. This looks like it was probably, look, I just save them. That these are watercolor pencils, I think, water soluble. This one, you know, I don't know who made it, but it just says Aquarelle. And this one you can sharpen, you know, all of this off, so you really have this whole, you know, space to work with this here. You know, you just have that tip. And I love these. I don't think they make these anymore. These Prismacolor, like, sticks. They kind of look like crayons, but they're not. And I guess I don't have a pencil sharpener in this kit. But you know, this stick, it's square, but I put it in my pencil sharpener and I sharpen it. Always keep your pencil sharpened. It's probably empty. It's not. So this is a water brush. And you just squeeze it to get the water going there. Oh, look how nice that is. And they have them in different sizes and nibs and stuff, and you just put water in here. This is great to have for on the go. You know, sometimes I just take, you know, something like this and I could add, you know, water, my drinking water to it. Again, I love my Pitt pens. That's pretty much what I use now, and I try to get some of these, you know, in earth colors for my sketching kit. Got a Sharpie, got a skinny Sharpie, you know, more greens. You know, because I heard somebody else say this, I'm not a green person, and I'm not either. So I've been trying to get more greens for nature. Another one of these Marvy Le Plume. That's cute. That's brown. Oh, that's nice. I kind of like that. Let's see that. Okay. So maybe I'll do some drawings in that. What's this guy? Oh, really fancy. Oh, look at that. That's very nice. What's he called? This is a Pentel. I'll have to go into some more, talk to you guys about the Pentel pens, because some of it's like anything. I think the pigments are permanent, and then whatever the others is, the dye is, or ink is, they move around, and they make a lot of really amazing, you know, pens and stuff that you can use. But again, for me, I don't like the stuff that moves with water, so I have to check into what this one is. I'm not sure. Another little brush, and this is kind of fun, like for writing. This is like a calligraphy marker, so it's got, you know, one side, that tip, the chiseled edge, and this side, you know, so I could make making that upside down for you guys. Yeah, it's easy to kind of do your serif letters. You know, it just makes a nice. But you can draw with these too and just get different, you know, different line quality, different thicknesses to your lines. So that's always fun with the calligraphy thing. You don't have to just draw with it. You can, I mean, you don't have to just write with it. You can draw with it. Okay, let's put these back. But I'll go through these as I try to figure out what's really going in my kit this time. Okay, I don't think there was much in here. Oh yeah, good idea. The little scissors. I've got some greens in these big markers. These are real nice. So this is kind of like that other Marvy one. This is a, what is this? I don't know what this is. Pilot. Let's see, very fine line there, which is not good for me, but you know, we have it. This guy, oh, this is a Derwent line maker, and this is sort of their paint pen, and permanent liner. It's free flowing. Maybe it's not a paint pen. I have some of their paint pens, and I don't like them. Okay, this one looks kind of nice. We'll try that out. This is a, sorry, I have to keep pulling these up. I can't see it. A Pigma brush. You know, so you can get these brush markers anywhere, and you just have to test them out. They can have different thicknesses, you know, whether they're water soluble or not water soluble. And you're going to want to get, I would say, a couple of both, because you know, you won't know until you get out there. Hey, maybe you love the water soluble stuff, that it gives you the quality that you've been looking for all your life. Whereas for me, I don't like it. But you know what? Maybe I should try it again. I'm talking about a lot of things today that I don't like, and that's, you know, my history, and I really should try something new. Okay, this, I usually label my boxes here. You know, if I get old things, I save them to use for storage. So yeah, these are all my carpenter's pencils, and then a sharpening tool so that I can sharpen them. Oh, I like that I have red. But this is also great for lettering. But you could easily draw with these as well. So it's just kind of fun experimenting with, you know, different ways and different tools to make your lines. So this says pencils, our pirate kit. That's real cute with paintbrushes. That's real cute. Oh yeah, so these are extra pencils. Okay, this guy doesn't go in here. What does it say? Pencils. Yeah, he doesn't go in there. This guy doesn't go in there. And I do have a lot of these graphite sticks. I don't know, I don't use them so much anymore. And I do love, I was just trying to see if this was a water soluble. I think it's not. 6B, this is nice. I really like these big, thick pencils, so I have a bunch of them. This one's got a little eraser on the end. You know, your black pencils are all going to be different. I got some whites in here. Okay, that guy, I don't know if that guy goes in there. Oh, I guess I got some of my crayons in here. Okay, I'm going to have to clearly reorganize. I'm not organized. And everything, I save everything. But I always like a little red. You know, and sometimes I need a cooler red, and sometimes I need a warmer red. So I usually have both of those. I don't know, got some silver in here, got some white. Okay, all kinds of things in here. Most of the stuff I don't even know I have. You know, we're probably similar in that, you know, whatever I need, I go out and buy more stuff. Okay, more pencils, right? Like, what is that? 4B. I don't know, but it's cool. You know, I bought it. Something cool and fun. I don't know. Interesting. I like in my kits, I kind of like an HB. It's always good to have. That's what these are, you know, like a number 2 HB. And it's just, this one especially is pretty dark for an HB. This one's maybe about the same. They're not all equal, so when you pick them up and test them out, you just want to see about that, you know, and see how they fit in your hand. But I like to have these skeletons and pirate kind of pencils. That's just the way that I sketch and ride. Okay, these guys got to find a new home. Okay, so we kind of talked about this guy already. It's nice. I like these things because then I can open them up. Mostly I have my big Pitt pens in here. I've got some, you know, more earthier color ones. You know, like I love my ochre and, you know, brown. And then this guy, it's cinnamon, but it's sort of a adobe color thing. So I just have a variety of colors that I like, which was not exactly, you know, going out in nature. The colors that I like are not necessarily appropriate, so I got to refill my stuff. Okay, and I'm just going to start here and kind of put them over here. So this is what I was talking about, my Posca. And they, pens, they come in different colors, different sizes. Shake them up, pop them, I probably need some new ones. Again, my pen, usually I have a pen in my kit. And then, you know, I've got more markers in here. I mean, it could kind of be in the other one. I like this color. And this I get in this Molotov. I just like it. I haven't found it in Posca. Okay, that cap is off. Not good. Dang it. Okay, he feels pretty well dried out. Dang it. Well, this was another one that I get in this brand that's gray. And the gray is really nice. I like it a lot, but I fucked him up. Okay, here, Marvy marker. And like, you'll always see, you know, like these reds and pinks. And even when they don't really work anymore, I still kind of like them for making little marks and drawings and then seeing what bleeds. So I'm still using him. We got another brown pencil here. I don't know what company this is. Germany. I don't know. Another Posca in black, which I like. So I usually have, you know, the black and the white. My light blue in this brand. That one's nice. I have red in this one. Okay, this one bleeds really badly, but it's a color. Let's see. So the red in the Posca is nice. It's warm. The red in this color is nice. It's dark. And they kind of don't have that other color, so I keep it. But if I'm working on a painting, I don't use this because it's going to bleed. This one's really nice. It's a brush. And I don't know if there's anything left in here, but you pump it. You pump it on the bottom, and you hold it upside down and pump it. You know, you still shake it. Let's see if any paint. Nope. It may be done. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump, pump, pump. Pump, pump, pump. Nope. So maybe not. But oh, here it comes. And also these guys, when they're done, I clean them when it's dry, and then I use it as a brush. And then I use it for as long until it goes out. Who is this? Okay, Faber-Castell. So I usually, same thing with paints, with markers, with pencils. I just go and look at the colors that I like and then try them out. I think I like this one. There's this brand, which now I can't see. This might be Derwent. They're drawing pencils, and they're a little bit thicker in this lead, and that white is really nice. This is a Lyra white. You know, I kind of like these thicker ones. Here's another. Let me see if I can see this brand. Yeah, it says Derwent Drawing. And this is nice, same, you know, kind of a similar color to this. And I do like to have some of my paint markers and these, but this is a really nice color you can use. Okay, I got my thick pencil, and this sharpener is for the thick pencil, but also now what I do with the China markers, because they don't, you know, they don't work when you unwrap them. Can we find one? All right, I'll come back to that. Okay, so pencil sharpener. This one doesn't really work. I could probably get a new thing for it, but I just use this extra little one for the little guy. So I've got that in there. This is the alcohol-based Winsor & Newton brush marker. I've got some that are watercolor, but I like this. This is like some really bold business. Oh, and it's got his chisel tip on the other side. That's very nice. Okay, a little pirate pencil. And I always have my ebonies. I've been using these since art school, and I just love them. And I do like that it's a thicker lead, that thicker lead. This Posca is real fine, so that's nice to have too, that little fine guy. Okay, my crayon that I love. Okay, so here's one of these square ones, and I just put that in the thick side, and I can sharpen him. Oh, that's nice. Isn't that nice? Okay. Oh, why do I have two? Did I have a white one? Okay, so then I usually have a white one of this guy, just because they're different. They work differently. So this one's more of an off-white. I just like this little head on this guy. I do like having, you know, just a red pen if I want to use that for whatever reason. This is another one of these. Oh, okay, I think I just broke it. Okay, but we still have the other side. They're similar. You know, you can really tell what my favorite colors are. Another pen. These are always nice, the pits. And look, this one's so S. That might be super fine, but you know, they really detail, like, I would push too hard. That's, I don't know, but I have it. This is Papermate pen that's supposed to be better than these other ones. I don't know if it's archival, but it's supposed to not smear. And then these are my favorite pens. No, not this one. This is a Crayon Dash pencil, and Crayon Dash or Dash is now making pencils and crayons. They're not water soluble, so you can try them out. I found it like a fine line and just not very rich or moving. So I don't know. I didn't like this pencil. My China markers, love these, and I do sharpen them in here now rather than trying to, because like this one doesn't even have a string. You couldn't even do it if you wanted to. Like this one. Oh, it looks like maybe this one's still working. Odd. So I usually have a white. I usually have my eraser. I usually have a ton of those. Again, these little bitty pencils that I love. My thick red crayon. Yeah, okay, so this is probably my... Okay, Faber-Castell. Oh, so it's different. Oh no, this was the Crayon Dash. Yeah, these Faber-Castells are nice, or Prismacolor's nice. I didn't like this one. Look how nice this is. They don't make these anymore. That's a shame. Black China marker. I don't know what this one is. But that's, you know, like, so there's that cool deep brick red. Here's some of these Derwents. Another little guy. And I use this until, and then it becomes about, you know, to make your line, you're just twisting it around, you know, because you can't even really hold it anymore. But, you know, you could get some little bug things there. Okay, China marker yellow, blue. People rave about these as writing, but honestly, okay, of course it's working. When I use these in my mixed media pieces, like on a, you know, on a visual journal, see now it's not working. It works a little bit and then it gunks up. You know, if you ever find, because this is not the same as these, and these are really too painty and thick to write fast. You can do it a little bit, but I'm really looking for a gel pen, like a white, something white or light that works on a dark surface. It's always nice to have, and I've yet to find something that really works good. Okay. Yeah, these must be all Faber-Castells, but look at, see, there's that red again. More pirate pencil. Okay, I like my pink, my little crayon. This is a nice color, you know, kind of for sky, stormy sky or something. Okay, so that's what's in here, and I'm definitely going to have to go through this and repack it up for my kit. So let's look at some other things. I have these guys, you know, and sometimes I buy like kid things. I'm not sure what this is. This says, it just says metallic marker. I don't know who made it. And really by the time I use shit, it's all dried up. Dang it. Okay, so, oh wow, maybe these are paint pens. Okay. Okay, so these look nice. These metallic markers look like paint pens, and I'm actually gonna put them in my everyday kit, the pink box, so that I'm using them. Because right now they're in this little drawer, which is where, you know, I kind of have these pen sets, and I don't know what to do with all this stuff. I just buy them. All right, so I think these are for kids things, and I don't know that I've ever used them. Yeah, you can't. Can I get them out? I don't even know what's going on here. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, so I don't really understand it. There we go. So it's a 2-line. Makes 2 lines, okay, of color. So that's pretty. I don't know. You know, sometimes I don't know why I buy stuff. Okay, and you can buy these Faber-Castell Pitt pens, and they call them pens, not markers. That it's actual ink that's in here, so it's permanent and archival. But this is a nice set. This, you know, earthy color, sanguine, I don't know how you say it, in the different thicknesses. So that's They make a lot of these different sets, and they're nice. They're nice to have. This is just another, I don't know, what is that? Okay, so this is the Statler Permanent Special Lumicolors. And somebody told me they love their black for drawing. And when I went to get the black, I saw the red, so I got that. It seems all right. I don't know why I don't use it, because I think I have too much stuff. Okay, so I think that I was trying to find like a ballpoint pen that was archival that would work for me. And I'm not sure, I don't remember what I thought about this. We'll have to look at it in the practice assignment where we practice our pens. I got these. They were really cheap, but I think they're water soluble. But still, it gives you all these different thicknesses. So it's always good to at least have, 1, 2, 3, so that you're able to test what's the best thickness for you or what's the best thickness in a certain situation. So this is the Faber-Castell Pitt pens, all you need hand lettering. So those are just different thicknesses, and oh, that's a nice color. And then they had some, I think they have a little booklet in here to help you with your lettering. So that's a nice kit. Okay, more black pens. You can see, like, I am always trying to figure out my black pen situation, and I think I basically come back to this and Sharpie. Okay, Derwent Line Makers, Pentel, Pitt, Derwent, that micro company, Statler, in the red. I always like to have a red and a black. That same permanent marker, I got it in the big thick. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, a little chisel tip. Okay, is there one on this side? Nope. That Faber-Castell. Yeah, so I got a lot of pens to try to figure out here. And like I said, I have a lot of these brush guys, and they have different ones. Let's see. So this is the pigment, which I have to check my references, but I think it's the permanent, because some of these are not permanent, which can also be fun, but maybe not so. I think black, because black just gets really messy when it's watery. Like with the other colors, if you're making a sky, sometimes it's easier to be able to move that if it's water based. You can get some, have some big kind of watercolor brushes to move some of that paint around. Different things to draw with, bamboo or just a stick that I cut. There's so many different tools and ways, to draw. And I mean, some of this stuff I've probably had since art school and then maybe used it once or twice and don't use it anymore. These Asian pens and pencils. I also have some stuff that's like watercolor, which I really don't use. Here's my other my pirate bag. That's cute. It's got these things if I want to put it in my notebook. Okay, what's in here? Okay, I've got a few little watercolor crayons in there. Another little ruler. Oh, and then these things, which I didn't like. Gelatos. Who makes these? Faber-Castell. And it's, they're probably all dried up because I never used them. I don't know what it is. It says, crap. I don't know what this is. But they were too smushy for me. I like kind of a hard line. And then I've got some clips in here. That's a good idea. But, wow, that's kind of a lame kit. No wonder I don't take that one around. But that's a nice little bag. I also have these. And these are like my watercolor, what does this say? Watercolor crayons and sticks. So that's maybe what the gelatos were. Oh, and yeah, I forgot about these Stabilo. These are water-based, like these Woodies. These were really nice. These were the rage for a while, and then, I don't know, because they're water-based, I don't use them. And then it had this great sharpener that comes with it. Let's see. This is really cool. A friend of mine gave this to me, and you know, it's flat, so you can keep it in your bag. And then you do like this. Okay, and then you have a place to put, you know, supplies or paints or something. And you just put them out, and then you've got a little, like, tray thing. So that's really nice for on the go. These are these Winsor and Newton. I got a set of these. Markers. These are watercolor markers, so those are fun. If you had a water brush, you could kind of draw and paint with them. Those are cool. Okay, these are the watercolor crayons. All this stuff, I guess I don't really use anymore. I got some nice woodies in here. Who are these guys? So there's watercolor sticks. That's cool. I'm going to have to experiment with this stuff. Maybe that's my new thing. Okay, and then this, such a cute little box. I love this box. So that's the side. It's like an old tin box. My sister probably got this in India. And then it's got some gouache and some watercolors in here. Even though I never use watercolor, I buy this stuff. I'm crazy. I love it. This stuff, it's not even dried up yet. Okay, so I have all those. You know, if you have those tubes, then it's good to have a little, you know, a little palette. I've got some other palettes here, and I usually have a little cover for it. I don't know. I'll bring this out. I don't know why these. Look, this is cool. Little circle journal from India. Oh yeah, this is another sketchbook. This ledger book. These are somebody else's drawings, but that's cool. The drawing with the little tiny writing. That's crazy. You know, so I often just collect things that look like sketches. This was something I figured I could make my own sketchbook. And then these I've had forever. I mean, I think I got these in San Francisco. These, is this Japanese? Yeah, Japanese watercolors. This one broke out, but, I mean, I don't even use them anymore. But I used to. I used to use those. Oh, God, that, that doesn't work. These are so nice. A friend of mine sent me these. So if I do use watercolors, I mean, I use this, but you can see how I gunked it up with acrylics. You know, if I'm out and about and I was using both. And it has this little brush. So these little sets are really nice, and they make a lot of different palettes. Like, you may have some favorite artists and they sell the paints that are their favorite palettes. So someone gave me these, and these are these are watercolors, and you can just use them up. So that's great for travel. And I just made this little plastic case, just stapled this stuff together. So that's my watercolors. I do have them. I don't use them. What's this guy? Oh, inks for, you know, extra inks for stuff. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to doing this class and trying out some new techniques and some new materials that are actually old materials, and looking to have some fun with you guys. So let's get our supplies together. Let's organize our stuff. Let's practice with our stuff, and then let's get out there, you guys. And hey, be safe out there.